Hi everyone, Dredgen here, and today we'll be taking a look at the NovelKeys NK65 Entry Edition. So this keyboard has been the talk of the keyboard community over the last few months, and it has been quite difficult to get one. At the time of publishing this video, these are still sold out. So first, if you want to get your hands on this, you need to go to the NovelKeys website and sign up for restock notifications. You can also subscribe to their newsletter where they send stock updates, or try and find a keyboard community where you can get news. They have been replenishing stocks on these every couple of months, so do keep an eye out. When it becomes available, make sure you buy it immediately since the last drop in October was sold out within a couple of hours. So, why is there so much hype for this keyboard? Well, it's the price, and I usually discuss pricing at the end of my reviews, but since this is quite central to this keyboard, I'll do it at the start. For the price of $100, you get a nice looking keyboard case. I really like this keyboard case, to be honest. You also get a USB Type-C cable and the keyboard itself. The keyboard comes bare bones, meaning you would need to put in your own switches and keycaps. So, is the price really that great? In my opinion, I think it is priced well, but if you look on the market right now, there are a lot of good deals out there. To put things into perspective, the GMMK can go as low as $70 for its bare bones kit. The Keychron K6 goes for $100 and it's a complete keyboard. In my opinion, these are the keyboards that the NK65 Entry Edition contends with. The next important thing that we need to discuss here is the build quality. The NK65 has a polycarbonate case, and as you can see in the unit that I bought, it's not the best in terms of durability. My unit came with a crack on the screw mount near the backspace key. I have seen multiple accounts of this issue, and they are all in the same area of the case. I did reach out to NovelKeys regarding this defect, and they gave me a $10 refund for this one. If you have the same issue, you probably should also send them an email. Because of this, I honestly have doubts on the durability of this keyboard, and I do not advise opening up this board, as on some cases, the board started creaking or having issues with some of the screw mounts after being opened. So, be careful. Going to the design and layout of the keyboard, this is a 65% layout. The right side is non-standard, where you get a single row of keys which can be customized according to your liking. You have arrow keys on the bottom right. Right shift is 1.75 units, and you also have 3 single unit modifiers on the bottom right. A good layout, but I personally prefer having the 1.25 modifiers on the right side like on the drop alt, since it makes looking for keycaps easier. The keyboard is VIA compatible, and you can use the software to customize key assignments, macros, and lighting. The program is quite user-friendly and allows for a lot of customization. The case has a blocky inclined design, which is okay. I got the Blumen variant, and you do have a couple of color choices. This one is supposed to be glow in the dark, but I found it hard to notice, especially if you have the LED lights on. Beneath it are 2 long silicone strips for the feet. The USB Type-C socket is on the right side, which I don't like, and it is also set in such a way that it would likely be hard to use other PCBs on this keyboard. There's also a noise dampening silicone within the case, which I can't show you because again, I do not want to open up the board. Going to the typing experience, this keyboard has an aluminum plate and uses a top mount, which is really nice at this price point. If you're not familiar with the different types of keyboard mounting styles, I'll include some links in the description for you to read up on. The most common mount for entry-level keyboards is the tray mount, which can have some inconsistencies in terms of sound and feel, especially near the mounting posts. Top mounts like the NK65 are more consistent since the mounting posts are evenly distributed on the perimeter of the plate. Whether this consistency is something that you are sensitive to varies from person to person. The PCB has south-facing hot swap sockets. These are 5 pins, so no issues on compatibility. There is perky RGB lighting, and it's quite bright, but that can be affected by your switch choice. One thing to note, since the case is transparent, you will be able to see the lighting on the side of the case. That is something that you may or may not like. For me, I hope there was an option to have an underglow PCB. However, the noise dampening silicone will get in the way of that, so there are some compromises here, but for the price, these are okay. As for the typing experience, I prepared 2 typing tests. The first one is without any modifications on the keyboard and switches. This is for those who just want to buy the board, put on some switches, and be done with it. No modifications were done on this first sound test. I used some NK silk yellows which are lubed from the factory and some cherry profile keycaps from zFrontier. And here's how they sound. So typing experience was good. The modifiers are passable, but the rattle on the spacebar was quite bad. There is lube on the stabilizers out of the box, but when I removed it, I saw that the wire for the spacebar was warped. I ended up replacing it with some cherry stabs that I had. This is the second sound test where I lubed the switches and modded the stabilizers. So as you can hear, it sounds great after modding. It is quite muted and it feels really great to type on, though you will need to invest a bit of time to make it sound better. I was initially planning to put in some additional foam in between the plate and the PCB to further dampen its sound, but after hearing this, I don't think it's needed. The board sounds great and I honestly like this combination of the NK65 and the NK Silk Yellows. This colorway on the keycap also matches perfectly with the board. Links for everything here will be on the description. So, to close it out, I think the NK65 is a good keyboard for its price and is a great starting point for the hobby. The 65% layout, in my personal opinion, is the perfect balance between size and functionality. There are some concerns regarding the durability of the polycarbonate case, but at this price point, it is a compromise that I am willing to take. And I really like that carrying case. So that is it for this video. If you liked it, please do consider subscribing, and I hope I had helped you in deciding whether this is the keyboard for you. See you on the next one. Bye!